What's going on, guys? We are live again tonight. Got some new stuff. I have fixed the curve tool. Is there going to be a Marble Hill V-fanning video? Yes. R62 Transit fan, welcome to stream. Alexander Rodriguez. When is the mod coming out? I don't know. Why are you at 225th Street Marble Hill? I like this guy. You could tell. I didn't even have to look at it. Because we're gonna finish building it today. Hopefully it's been in the works for a while. I have finished making a new curve tool, which has enabled me. Sorry. Which has enabled me to build the station. What I'm trying to do now is place the freaking tracks. So I thought I'd just go live. Alexa YT 2024, welcome to stream. We are going to be working on finishing Marble Hill today. I'm just going to put out the notification. Yeah, so guys, I have finished Franklin Avenue off camera. I'm not sure when I'm going to do the V-fanning video, but Franklin Avenue is now done. It looks like NYCSA route bullets. These? I don't know, I made them. These have been a thing for years. I don't take people's stuff, I make my own. So yeah, what we're gonna do is try to finish Marble Hill today. It's glitched now, okay. Excess, welcome to the stream. R62, are you planning on finishing the one line, then doing other lines? Yeah, it's the plan. Finish the one and then move on to something else. If I could get these stupid tracks to line up. I tried making an editor, so you can see now I don't have to break it. I can actually just take the blueprint from the track. And that's really useful to build with. Okay, that could have been bad. Good thing I fixed it. So before, if I would have done that, it would have deleted the track, but I fixed that. I'm guessing all the MTA routes and stations could be built by 2050. Yeah, probably it's going to be a while, but pretty much what's happened is I've made a new curve tool. And I think this is, no, okay. Still, it's drifting out too much. But yeah, pretty much I made a new curve tool, and it's, will you be able to drive the trains when the mod comes out? I never said the mod was coming out. Guys, I've not said I'm releasing the mods. As of right now, the mods are just for the series. If I finish the map, then maybe, but I don't know when that's going to be, and right now they're just for the series. I'm guessing all the stations. Planning on doing the one. Holy Subway Batman. Yeah, I never said the mods are going to be released anytime soon. The public mods are Little Tiles and Immersive Railroading, but the models I'm not releasing right now. They're for the series. Because if I release them, then everyone's just going to copy me. I've seen what happens before. People have done that before. That's why stuff doesn't get released. And then they're going to take credit for it. So yeah, pretty much today we're just going to be finishing up Marble Hill. So what we have to do here is lay the tracks, add the pillars here, which don't exist. It's floating. And then we'll add the stairs and the signs. You can see the curve tool. I fixed it. I tried to use it last night. It wasn't working, but I was able to fix it. And I worked on the station throughout the day. If the mod comes out, yeah, trains can drive. You can drive them yourself, and they can drive themselves. Yeah, you guys can see we now have a smooth curve builder. So I can take a straight station now, and it can bend it onto a curve. And you can see this is just like the profile at Marble Hill. So it's very specific. This road has to be adjusted, though. It's supposed to be there. And yeah, so pretty much what I did is I just destroyed the original station that we were working on, because there was really just no point in trying to salvage it. It was just much easier for me to just start over completely from scratch and just completely rebuild it from scratch, and that was just much easier, and you can see it looks pretty nice so far. And what I need to do now is we have to get the tracks lined up. That's a very important thing that we have to get done here, is actually line up the tracks. And that's proven pretty difficult with these curve stations. This isn't the first station that I've actually built using this tool. There was like an earlier phase of this tool which could be used for curves, but it wasn't as good. This will like actually bend a station. So this, like, I actually just build the straight station. Okay, is that clipping? I don't want it to clip. That is clipping. This is the challenge with lining up tracks. But yeah, so this new tool is way, way better than anything we've had before. So now what it does is I just build the station. I build a straight version of the station without the signs, without all that stuff. I can put some detail. I can put the platforms. I can put the lights. I can put the pillars. And anything that can fit under a 64-bit scale, I can build. And then it will take that and it will bend it into a curve of any dimension that I want. So then after that, I can just add the signs as if we were dealing with a normal angled station. And nowadays with the new stuff, that is pretty... Is that gonna hit this? Nowadays with the new stuff, that's pretty easy, of course. It's just like building a straight station pretty much. I feel like that's gonna clip. I need to test. I need to make like track snapping a thing, because this is so annoying. Actually, I got lucky there. There was one track that I was like sitting on and working on the track just for so long, just trying to get it to line up with the previous track. It is just so toxic at this point. Okay, that looks like that's way too close. What I should try to do is just go out to where the curve starts. It's probably like here. And then just try to make like a straight connection. That's what we're trying to do here. And yes, there will be a Marble Hill V-fanning video. People did request this one in the past. It just wasn't feasible to build it with older building tools. But now, of course, you can see it's very, very feasible, because the hardest part was the curve. And apparently lining up the freaking tracks as well. So this is going to be too close. And so yeah, probably looks like I'm just going to wind up spending the stream here trying to align these freaking tracks. I mean, most of the hard stuff is already done. This is just like the toxic stuff. I think we can... That looks like it's coming in, but I feel like that might work. I feel like that's close enough. I just don't want it to like swing out too much, but I guess that is like the curve peak. That is like, you can see where the curve starts. So I guess it's okay. It does that. You don't have to wait for him to make the mod. You can make trains yourself using Magica Voxel. It says Runios Iros. Yeah, you could make your own trains. Line this up. I think this is close enough. Guys, do we think the gap here is too big? How does it look when I put an R62? Okay, so if it were a rail fanning video, it'd probably be like up to there. Are there like any videos here? I want to see like how big the gap is. It's definitely noticeable. Honestly, I feel like this isn't that severe. Yeah, sorry guys, I don't release the trains because of copycats. But if you're suggesting that people use my models and copy them, then you will be banned. So I hope that's not what you're suggesting. Let's see if this works. We're just gonna place a train along this. I have a good feeling about that. The middle track will be much easier because it doesn't have to line up with the platform. Okay, let's see. That is too much. Yeah, that's swinging out too much. Oh. That is annoying. Oh wow, it actually jumped across. It's kind of surprising. Yeah, we're gonna have to rebuild those tracks, but that should be easier. This is just really annoying because of the platform that it has to line up with. Okay, so we have the editor up here. I did make an editor. And I'm going to try to make it come closer to the platform. Let's try this. Because it's just swinging out way too much. I've never actually used like a positive curve like this. To be honest, I'd go for 5-car stations, but I know it kind of defeats the purpose of realism, since you're cutting the stations in half would make building less difficult. It probably wouldn't. I don't think 5-car stations would actually reduce the difficulty because the challenge comes from the exit area, not the extended section. It doesn't really work like that. It's not linear. Most of the work is towards the middle. And I think 5 cars would look worse. I go for realism, like you said. Gonna move this track over a bit. See if that... Is it still lined up? Maybe it's facing the wrong way. It has to be like... Maybe I have to like push it in. Not like that. Like angle it out a bit. Will that work better? Where does this one go? That's gonna hit it, definitely. You're gonna make magic a voxel, technically you're replicating. Yeah, but I'm not really replicating. It's my own art pieces. If you're just gonna like take somebody else's model and copy their model, you're not replicating the MTA because you're copying their model. Replicating the MTA would be using your own reference material. Copying someone's model is not just copying the MTA. That's like saying that you can just copy any toy that is based off something that's real and then say that it's not copying because it's based off something real. But that's not how copyright works. It's still copying. So yeah, if somebody is telling people to do that, then they will just get banned from the chat. Let's make this tighter. The problem was over here. Yeah, that's why I don't release the mods. Because then people make those arguments. They'll say, well, you're replicating the MTA, so I can copy you. And it's not copying because it's based off something real, even though it is copying. And those are like the exact arguments that make it so that I don't release the mods. Because people have actually done that before. When I was using easier to use mods, I guess more public mods, there was actually a few channels that would just copy my videos and then copy the builds and then claim that they weren't because it was the MTA, which is pretty scummy. So after that, I stopped releasing stuff when I would make it. Does this work? Okay, that doesn't work. Still too wide. What about over here? It might just be that the segment is too long and we have to like break it up. So over here it's fine. So when it gets past here it was actually fine. The problem is here. So it was like, that one's shit. Why are there like two? Why the fuck are there two? This one's shit. I'm gonna break this. Okay, where does it stop like working? Over here. Should I cut it there maybe? I feel like here. Here's like a better cut. Yeah, I'm gonna do it here. No, like they can make their own trains. I'm just saying don't use mine to copy. That's what I'm saying. For the record, I'm not saying like you can't make your own trains. I'm just saying you shouldn't use other people's work to make it without their permission. Okay, so now we have... Did I make 2? Okay, that's a bug. Is that a bug, or did I make 2? Oops. Okay. So now this is like the last annoying part. This part's kind of... Okay. I should make it so that... Wait. Is it only gonna start at the one side? There's a hole there. There's supposed to be barrier blocks here, but there's like holes. Okay, yeah, so it's only gonna do it from here. Okay, that's kind of annoying. I'm gonna have to make it so that like you can do either side to speed up workflow. Okay, let's try here. Okay, that's... Yeah, that's swinging out. I'm going to work on like making a direction lock because it is so annoying to place IR tracks at a freaking angle. It's like the tracks are harder to place now than to actually build, which is kind of nuts. The same thing happened when I was doing Canal Street on the N and the Q. The tracks were just like ridiculously hard to place. And then look, this one's like swinging out. Like, honestly, I don't know. I'm like, maybe IR wasn't the best and I just got used to it. Because I used to look at the mod as being like pretty good. But with like all these add-ons that I've made, I'm like, is the mod itself actually that good? Or did I just like add stuff to it? Are you worried that people are going to make trains look like yours? Yeah, I don't want people copying my models. They take a long time to make. It's hard work. Doesn't matter. I found a better... Okay, well then you can go. You're banned because you're just being annoying. You're gone. Thank you. Ugu, hoi, привет. Блять. Oh, that got hidden from the channel. When 7? No, I don't think anyone's gonna make trains look better, for the record, because if they would have done it by now. There's already MTR. If you don't want voxel style, there's MTR trains. You can get the R160. I think they have an R179. They have an R68. What else? I think they have an R62. Like, there's no worry that someone's gonna make it better, because if they were going to, that would have happened by now. It's mainly that people just rip stuff off. They will use the models and then just make lower quality videos. and then devalue my work. That's why I don't release stuff. That's why it's gate capped. If it was just people that wanted to just play with stuff, I wouldn't care. But I don't want them posting it everywhere and just devaluing my work, because this is hard work to do this stuff. That's why I don't release stuff. That's what's with the gatekeeping. Like, if you don't want to watch the channel because I don't release stuff, then don't watch the channel. Like, I don't really care. You know, I like having people watch the videos. That's cool. But if you're just going to complain about me not releasing stuff, then you're going to be out. Because I'm just not going to deal with that. Do you intend to make this public? I'm just asking because if you release this, you'll revolutionize Minecraft. Oh, not you. Sorry, I was responding to the guy that I just muted. He was being rude about it. At some point, I might make it public when I'm done with everything. Maybe if I finish a line, I might. But again, the issue is if I release the map, then there's other channels that will just use it to go ahead. And then I won't be able to do those stations and then make content on them. So that's kind of why I don't do it. I would release it. I might, I don't know, I'd look in, maybe I'll do like a server at some point and let people play on that, but I don't know if it could even handle it. It's pretty laggy, in all fairness. Cogdasium. Я не знаю. Right now I'm working on the one. I thought I already answered you. 7 Dalyakoi. Publish the game. I know I make Roblox games and sometimes it's relatable. People tend to steal stuff. It's so annoying because we get something good. Exactly. That's why I don't like. That's the guy I just muted was basically like dog whistling that and acting like he wasn't. Like, I know there's people that just want to play, like, I get that as well. But, you know, I just do this for fun. I do take it seriously, but it's my work. I get to decide what to do with it. Like, I've noticed a tendency with some people to get upset when I don't release stuff. Some people are, like, accusing me of stuff because I don't release mods. Like, I saw one guy say, what was it? Oh, did you just steal MTR because you're not releasing the mod? No, if I like stole MTR, then what mod would there be to release? Like, I don't get that argument. It's pretty weird. And then if I just stole MTR, then like, how would that even matter? Because you wouldn't even know from the video anyway. But you'd probably just see there's features that aren't in MTR, like the countdown clocks, which were in the video. So that's like pretty weird to say. I don't really get why some people get so mad about stuff being private. It's really just how it is. It's like people do the same thing with OpenBBE. I don't really know where this like attitude came from. I don't know like where this idea came from where it's like, oh, if it's Minecraft, then you have to release it. Like that was a thing that people did in the past with maps just because they wanted to, but that doesn't mean that you have to. You know what you can do? Maybe make each individual line and every Saturday for 2 kind of do a run, whatever. You should not publicize this permanently. Maybe could be fun. If a server could handle it, it'd be super laggy. Life with Me 3, thank you for subscribing. I think it'd be super laggy though, that's the issue. Like the other problem was griefing, but I could probably just make a mod now to stop that, like just make it so that people can't grief. Because you don't have plugins when you're using mods, but I'm like, well, what if I just make a mod that stops that? But it's really just not worth it to me at this point. Again, I sort of just do this for fun. It's sort of just like showing it off. Entertainment factor, sort of like what, like, you know, there's people who do like those OpenBV videos or the MuniPals videos of the subway, like rail fanning, but like virtual. That's kind of what it is. It's not really I'm developing a map so that everyone can play on it sort of thing. This is just my world and I'm just sharing it with people. I mean, this whole thing just started when I was like building the Subway vanilla in Minecraft years ago. It's been so long now. When was that? Like the 2010s, the late 2010s. I was just building it vanilla and I just started posting videos and I saw that people were watching, so I started to make more of them. But now I'm seeing people just like getting pretty like rude about it, like acting like entitled to the mods and stuff and to like the map. And it's pretty weird. I'm guessing that some people feel like a sense of attachment to the project because they watch the videos, which I guess is fair, but like I've said this for so long. I've said like it's not a public project. I'm just documenting it. You know, it's like a Let's Play series. It's sort of like that to me. It's not like, oh, I'm doing this map so that I can change the world or something like that. I'm not here to change the world. You know, I'm just really just a guy that likes to post his content. That's it. I like to make YouTube videos. A lot of this is really just like, I post this because I like to make the YouTube videos. That's a lot of why I do this. I do enjoy it. Like, I think this looks cool. I'm going to rebuild this bridge, by the way, because the scale is now like too different. Like, there is a scale difference between the trains. Like, the trains are 16-bit and the platforms are 32. I don't mind that as much, but I don't know. I feel like this is like too big of a difference, so I might just rebuild this to be voxels. Train Dude Official, welcome to the stream. How's it going? Hey, Websook, he says. Exactly, like y'all can't complain about shit because this wouldn't be such a risk if you could just control yourself and stop stealing. Like, oh my, exactly. Because everyone just steals and then they make arguments to defend it. Once you release stuff, you can't control what they do. That's why I haven't released stuff. I had the situation with other channels when I was below 1K, and it got like pretty bad. I had one channel that came pretty close to overtaking me, and he was literally just copying my videos. And I thought that was crazy because at that point I'd already been working on it for years, and this was like the vanilla. No, this was like a vanilla, like lightly modded world, and there were just channels just copying me, and one was going to overtake me. So I had to make it like more realistic to, I guess, fight him off and to win that. There was also a war. He was kind of losing the war as well. But it was just like, somebody can just do that. They can just take your ideas and then they can just get the credit for it. And a lot of that stuff has happened in the real world as well, just in history. I wonder if there's a way to fix that. That's like annoying me. You know, a lot of that stuff has happened, and people like that just like ruin it for everyone else. You know, like as cool as I think it'd be to just have people just play on it, people don't want to, they're not content to just play on it. And that's what some people don't get. People think, oh, you're just gatekeeping so other people can't play on it. No, they want to make it into their own thing. Everyone wants a piece of the pie. They want to take it for themselves. That's what it is. And that's why some people like get so mad, because they want a piece of the pie. They see it, they're like, oh, this works. Maybe I could do this too. And so they want to take it for themselves. You know, like, come up with your own idea. If you want to do something yourself, then like be original. You can't really say that this is unoriginal because no one else was doing this. The stuff that we had before this, why isn't this? The stuff that we had in the Minecraft community pertaining to the subway before this was pretty limited. It was mainly just like Crafty Fox doing occasional subway stations, and they weren't even like this. They were a completely different scale. The scale that I was using even at the start when I was using minecarts was not a normal minecart building scale. Like Crafty Fox, his thing was distinct from mine as well. The Dragon of Marble Hill has been defeated, yes. You can see the platforms there. It's coming together now. Yeah, so before I was doing this, it was really just Crafty Fox. And of course, his channel was pretty big. He was getting a lot more views than I was, and he only uploaded a few videos. So he already had his own thing. It's not like I just came in and like started copying his build style. I didn't even know that he was doing this when I started. But he would just do like, okay, that's something. So he would like do his own subway stations, and he was doing them. Ooh. That is misaligned. He was doing them at a completely different scale. He was using the standard scale back then, which was you would take anvils. There's barriers here, so I have to go to spectator. You would take anvils, and then you would use those to build the tracks, you know, and then you'd get slabs like this, sort of like that, and then you would have like a big platform here, and then he would animate them, and those are some pretty cool animations, and that was his own thing. So it's not like I just came in, copied him. But other than that, there were like these other, ooh, I used the wrong one. There were like these other channels that would also kind of do like Minecraft, New York City subway videos, but it was completely different from the level that I was doing it at. There was like one channel, I think it was like Gamer Boy or something. Does that work? And what he was doing was probably, I might honestly just have to take the track out to here. Probably gonna have to do that. What he was doing, and that's kind of what actually inspired me to do this, but I put like a completely new spin on it. And this was back in the minecart days. What he was doing is he would actually take minecarts and build like basically 1 block wide minecart systems. You can actually still see the videos on YouTube today. I think the channels, I don't know if he changed it. It was like Gamer Boy or something. It was like a kid, but still, that was like an OG channel. Just kind of funny, but yeah, he was kind of an OG channel. I don't think he makes videos anymore. But he would basically do like these minecart scale channels videos. Sorry, I was reading the chat. That sad happened to me once with one of my old Roblox games. If someone steals something you've been working hard on, it is trauma for eternity. Exactly, that's what happens. And so yeah, he would like make these minecart, oh, he'd make like these minecart scale videos. Should I try to fix that? I don't know. And I feel like that's fine. Oh, because I had to do a model gauge placement because it was, yeah, if it overlaps like that, I have to do. Why is this one a thing? What is this? Is this legit? Huh. I have another one. Interesting. It must have been an old one. Where is it? It's the one with the fence on the left. Super hard to find it here. So what he would do is he'd make, I think it's this. Yep, it's that one. He'd make like minecart scale videos, and they were like single block wide right of ways. And then he'd just have like short platforms. Kind of like, I'll show you. Get a track here. And he'd kind of just do it like this. And then you just have like platforms like this. And like it was very simple. But there was something to it that like, I don't know. When like you like the subway, you kind of just like anything to do with it. And like it was very simple, but it was kind of enjoyable to watch. Which is pretty odd, because I'm like, there wasn't that much to it, but you know, something about it was nostalgic. Like I haven't watched them in a long time, but I did like have a look maybe a year or two ago at the videos again, at least like one of them, I think. And it was kind of nostalgic. It's just this kid riding around a minecart, and there's just these short platforms with signs that just claim to be a subway station. You just go with it. And that's what there was before. You know, it's not like I just stole that. I made my own thing. I made like a new building scale, which I hadn't seen anywhere else before that. Is this the right curvosity? Oh, it is. Okay. Yeah, I did the 3-block wide simulated tunnels. Like, I tried to make it so that if there was actually a train there, it would fit. That was like my thing. And then I did that for a while, and then after a few years, people started to copy it. There was one guy that pretty much just started copying the series, ripping it off. I mean, the format was I'd build a station, tour the station, and then build towards a full ride. I mean, who was doing that before that? Like, there were no channels that were doing that. Nobody was like building a station, touring the station, then saying, okay, we're going to try to build up to a full ride. Who was doing that? No one. And so for people to say, oh, well, they just want to build the subway, doesn't really make sense because nobody was doing that before I started doing it. So you can't really say you're just building the subway if there's no evidence that people were doing that exact format before I was. Then it's not really, I'm just building the subway. It's, I like this guy's series and I'm just going to copy it because I want a piece of that, pretty much. We need to do more of, give us more riding videos. The 2-train ride was fun to watch. Do more. Have the 2 run every direction, both direction every 7 to 9 minutes, and the 3 every 8 to 12. Yeah, I definitely want to do more of those ride videos. They're just like, I guess like expensive to make. Not like literally expensive, but you have to actually have like the stations to do those. I want to do one on the 1. I'm planning to do one on the 1 pretty soon. I'm going to build 103rd Street after this, and then I might do like a long sort of ride all the way from the Bronx down to 96th Street. Or maybe I might do like a 1-train ride from Van Cortlandt Park to 168th Street as a part 1, and then part 2 will be to 96th Street. Something like that, or maybe 145th Street. But I definitely want to do more rides like those. I do agree. Was fun. And I even watched it back a couple of times myself. I did enjoy it. It was definitely a vibe that I could get behind. I did like it. There will, of course, still be cab POVs, but I'm only planning to do those, excuse me, when lines are done. I feel like if you're the first one to do something, then expect to see more of what you have since you've paved the way for more people to do it. Yeah, but like I said, if they want to do it, they'll have to make something themselves. You have to be original if you want to stand out. If you're just going to take someone else's work, then that's not really going to go anywhere. And you're certainly, if you are going to go somewhere, you're not going to get them to help you if you're just going to take their stuff and ideas. I constantly come up with new ideas to combat that because people do that. That's why this has to change. I feel like that's how a lot of things went on in time. Yeah, that's how it goes. So like I said, can't expect me to help if you're just gonna take someone else's ideas. I'm not saying people aren't gonna do it, I'm just saying I'm not gonna help. That's all. Nothing personal. This is a mod, not an actual game. Yeah, this is a mod. These are a bunch of mods that come together to make this happen. Some of the mods are actual, like, publicly available mods, and some are mods that I've made for this. I was making mods for this since, like, even the last map when I still used minecarts. If you saw the E-Train video with the minecarts and the M-Train video, I think there was, like, yeah, there were a few. Where we had like a speedometer for the minecarts, and the minecarts could just go faster, and they could do stuff like that. And And then we had like different sounds when you'd go outside with the minecarts. Probably going to be able to remove these barriers soon. We'd have like the different sounds like that. That was a custom mod made for the world. And this is like a map I've basically just been building for the series, but I keep the custom mods just exclusive to this world. Publicly available. Yeah, you can't really do that in Minecraft. It's not like Roblox, where you can just like set up a game like that. It doesn't really work the same way. But yeah, so just putting this on record because a lot of people do ask, will you release the mods? Will you release the map? At this point, it's the mods, the custom mods. Immersive Railroading is a public mod. Little Tiles is a public mod. The ATO stuff that I made, the signals that I made, those are custom mods that I made for the series. They're a part of the series. They're not in the models too. These are models that I made for the series. They're not intended for public release. They're just intended for the series. Like you'd have a Let's Play. I think Markiplier sort of did something similar. Sort of glitching out. He did something similar. I think he ran a series, and then I don't know what was like the thing. He deleted the videos. I'm not going to delete the videos. I keep them for nostalgia value. If you were never able to use IR, would you instead have went for create plus a mod that allows more track angles? If I couldn't have used IR, the next best thing would probably be Minecraft. What is it called? MTR, but what does it stand for? Minecraft Transit Railway. That probably would be the next best thing. If somebody were going to make their own world, I'd probably use that at this point. It is more attuned to subway stuff than IR is. I mean, I had to do a lot of customizing, like just to get IR to this point. So yeah, I'd probably use Minecraft Transit Railway. Would I have still made voxel models? Is the question. I don't know. Probably gonna have to. I made these wood just like, it was just like a quirk that I did here. Like they're not actually wood in real life. They're supposed to be yellow. Do I want to make it wood again? And then what do I do about this? I might just add a fence. Some motherfucker said, publish it. It's not that hard. You're such a dumbass for keeping this private. If it's not that hard, then why don't you have it? Why are you like begging me to publish it if it's so easy then? Like clearly you can't do it yourself. If people could do it themselves, then they wouldn't be begging me to publish it. It's a private series, guys. Like, get over it. Sorry, but it's how it is. If I'm gonna work on something, I have the right to decide what to do with it. Alexa YT 2024 says, smile. I'm back. Welcome back. I will say it is kind of like becoming, oh yeah, so that's something I'm working on. I'm trying to make it so that I can edit the tracks without having to break them. But yeah, it is kind of becoming like pretty sad that whenever I stream now, there's always a bunch of people that just come asking for the mods. Not even the mods, like I've said what the mods are, but they'll ask for like the private stuff that I've made and then just get mad when I don't like give it to them. It's pretty sad people do that. Like I might just start auto banning people who like double up when I say no. I might just make that a rule. Or I might just mute them. Or have like mods handle it. Last time I checked, this is WebSoaks. You say this is easy, you talk a lot, but haven't achieved much so far. Talking to me? If it was so easy, I'd have more stations built. I can't tell if you're talking to somebody. I thought I muted him. Does it still like, who are you responding to, Gabe? Is there like a guy in the chat that I can't see? Because I thought I like muted him. I see, it's not. Oh, that's so annoying. Talking to the dude who said it's easy. Who said it's easy? Gabe, you want to mute him in the chat? Because I don't see him. Might have like just blocked him. I thought that if I hide users, it like bans them. I'm going to give you a mod, Gabe. You seem pretty cool. Yeah, go ahead. If he's still arguing, then you can just mute him. If somebody like asks for the mods and then gets mad when I say no, just go ahead and mute them, because like at this point it's getting pretty annoying that people keep doing this. I've already given my answer. People have to get over it at some point. I think the only thing keeping me from doing New York City stuff is the amount of detail, not enough image material to work with. Yeah, it's pretty hard to get references. Do agree. I often have to go to the stations and like record myself. Like people that will just copy, like they're not doing all that stuff. It's not like they're going to the stations, having to like awkwardly like record stuff. Like it's not like oh, you're gonna go to the station and sit there like some like autist walking around recording everything. It's definitely not a great look that anyone wants to have. And like people don't like get all this back end stuff. They're just like, oh, just give me the map. It's like, why don't you do all the work, come up with all the ideas, do all that stuff, and actually make something happen instead of getting mad when someone won't give you their stuff. Okay, there we go. Like you literally have to like go to the stations like some like weirdo and like just start recording everything and like deal with like all the looks from people. Like that's not fun. Train dude, you timed him out for 88k seconds. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Does this work? Is that track like... Ooh. Why do they like that? Is it just the end? It's like, can you even tell from up close? The alignment is like kind of weird on these tracks. It's like my first time building. No, I mean, yeah, it kind of is. I'm gonna make it so that I can place tracks on an angle without using custom curves. Sorry about that. No, that's good. If people are gonna act toxic, just take them out. I don't stream to deal with that. It's really annoying. I feel like this works. Got this like linked up again. Doing an entirely like, yeah, do a fictional system, like that's cool. Ended up being much easier because I didn't need reference materials, just inspiration. Let's style to base my system off. Oh shit. Damn it. I have to redo this. Oh, this one still would. Yeah, the bend here is like really weird. In game, I did kind of mess up the bend. Stream is so peak, not even the sun can face it. True. I need to like make it so that when you're using the spike, another one can't appear. Okay. I feel like that's better. But like, I want to fix this. That's like pissing me off. Should I like try to fix this track? I might. No, fictional systems are cool. There's always been a demand for that. Somebody should make their own series and do a fictional system. because I don't really plan on doing the fictional stuff for a while. We had the U line, but it just takes too long to build stuff now. I got like curves down pretty good, so now I can build curves like pretty much as easily as straight stations. Probably gonna switch this. Honestly, maybe I'll make it wood, just because it was like that before, and it kind of like hides the glitch better. Oh, it's this side. Okay. Cool. Where is it? No? It doesn't have a fence on both sides, so we can't use it then. Huh. Start making videos on my DL Metro stuff if I ever gain the performance to record without much lag. Nice, nice. Where are they? I'm like looking for the plastic L. Why is like the track exchanger menu so bad? Jesus Christ. And then it like reverts. Like 1.21 IR is so bad. There we go. Oh. Like you can't see it like keeps switching it back. No, that's the fence. Express. Okay, there we go. Sir? And then we're back to the fence. Has memory problems. Do I have express with one on the right? I do. There we go. Did I ever... Ooh. Okay, okay. Yeah, that is not good. Does this side do it too? No, this side's pretty smooth. Okay, now that one's good. It's just the middle. And then this one just... Yeah, okay. Let's try to make it the same as this. Maybe this one. Okay. Then we have to line it up. What did it say? Imagine having to sit here, line up tracks for hours. Guys, I've literally been like lining up the tracks here for like the past couple of hours. Before like even the stream started, I was sitting there doing that one, and then I tried making this like editing tool because it was just so hard without it. That's why I didn't finish the exits. Like I could have finished the exits today. I mean, I probably could. I could just do a rotation of them. Sorry for being you're good. I mean, no one's obligated to be here. Like, you're just here to chill. There's no obligation. Just because you're mod doesn't mean like you have to be here 24/7. Just like, you know, do something if you see the chat. That's all I ask. Oh, where's the freaking... Is that a glitch? Did it just make one? Okay. Noted. I think this one should be better now. Yeah, it looks like it's more aligned. We'll just redo this. Okay, I'm gonna fix that before next stream. I don't think it'll be an issue though. That is off. What do you miss? Usual. You missed the usual give me the map crash out. And then Marble Hill. It's kinda coming along here. And this is pissing me off. Okay, there we go. Is that lined up? Like, it's off, but that's not really what matters. It's the angle. Oh. Well. Looks like we've got another problem to take care of here. Handle this. Okay. I'm going to come over here. And there are no barriers. So we'll add some. Oh. Sir. Seems you're mistaken. You're not letting me place. That's not very nice. Doing some good work. Keep it up. Thank you. Thank you. I should be able to just add the crossbeam back. Yep. So that should be good. Now I think I can come here. Bro, come on. I didn't select it. The many wonders of building the New York City subway in Minecraft. That is off. Does that align? The problem is like this curve. Like it's fine up close if it's not perfect, but like there's gonna be zoom shots in the video, and if it's like weird, you're gonna notice. Let's see if that's fine. Because I can do the edit thing if it's not. It's actually pretty good. Wow, it's like perfect. I wish like the lighting was better in this game. What is going on here? Is that the wood? Oh, that's the wood interacting. Guys, should I leave the wooden track? It's kind of cool. It's a bit inaccurate, it's the problem. Oh my god. Golden Fields, please fix this. Before I fix it myself. Oh, okay, so I just can't use that one there, that's why. Yeah, okay, so that's why. I guess when I made this model, it's one way. Okay, so now the tracks are connected. You can finally stop at Marble Hill. Now we have to make the exits, which are going to be pretty easy at this point. It's pretty simple. It's a simple rotation. So that's going to be pretty easy. I do just want to do like a quick little test ride here, see what it's like. So you guys will get to see. We'll do a little drive into Marble Hill. And then we'll do the staircases. And then I'll probably just do the detailing off camera tomorrow. Been out of the gym for a couple of months. Trying to get back into it, but this is making it difficult. But I'm finally at a point with this where I think that everything is like good to continue. And I feel like progress has been pretty good. Like, it's been pretty sick. We finished Franklin Avenue. I finished it off camera the other day. Like, was it yesterday? Like 2 days ago, maybe. That was pretty awesome. So, I don't know when the video is going to be for that station. Do you guys still want Franklin Avenue VFNA? I'm just going to do a poll here. Kind of curious. So I'm probably going to do that. I think I'll save it, and then like if I'm pressed for content, you know, if it's been like really long, like if we've gone like a couple of weeks without anything, then I might just post that. I'll do like, because the thing is I still have to build the 2 tunnels off the station, so that's what's holding it up. So I think if we're like pressed for content, I might do that. But I'm going to hold off on Franklin Avenue for now. It's just, the problem is it's just isolated. Yeah, so it's just pretty isolated. Excuse me. So I'm hesitant to just do that station right away. Are you going to share the mods? People already know. People already know which mods are public. The custom mods and models I'm not sharing. They are exclusive to the series. They are designed for the series specifically. You play COD, play games like Black. I used to, not that good at it, to be honest. I used to play World War II when I was younger, though. Let's start from like a little bit away. Let's do a little bit of a drive here, little stroll. Only the OGs know it wasn't like this in the past. True, true. The minecart days. I was just talking about that earlier in the stream, actually. Do some shaders here. Yeah, guys, I'm not hiding any mods. Any mods that are public are public. Like, I've said what's public. It's IR and little tiles. Anything else that you see is mine. My models, textures, sounds, stuff like that. Like, IR is a public mod. Oh, fuck. It's... oh, shit. It's gonna be... messed up. Guessing. Oh, wow. Kind of placed right. Like, IR is a public mod, but the custom mods are for this world. Yes. We gotta know. Yes, it's testing time. This is the fun part. Honestly, it's kind of like crazy to see this station getting done, because those of you guys that have been here for like so long and have been watching the streams, that's crazy, because you'd remember we started Marble Hill like a year ago and barely made any progress on it, and then I make this new bending tool and I just finish it so fast. So fast, crazy. COD 2 is alright. Stopped playing after Black Ops Cold War. COD just isn't fun anymore. Moved on to other platforms like Roadblocks. Is that Roblox? Is that a typo? And okay, it is. It's on purpose. Okay, Roadblocks and Minecraft. Yeah, pretty fun games. Kind of like the whole being able to do whatever I want thing in Minecraft. It's pretty fun. We got 7 votes on Franklin Avenue V fanning. 71% yes, 29% no. Interesting. Yeah, like I said, it's not a priority at the moment. I just wanted to finish the station so that I didn't have it, like, abandoned. I don't like coming back to stuff after it's been a while. And I mean, finishing Canal Street was a pretty big deal. Because we started Canal Street in 2023. It's insane. This is Dykeman Street. Like, guys, IR is just a train mod. It's like a platform, you make your own stuff. It's like, I don't know, I guess like Roblox. You can just make your own models. There's a Broxbound 1 train. I kind of want to see, actually, hold on, guys. Oh, that's messed up. I kind of want to see what it'd be like if we did an R142 to Marble Hill. I'm pretty sure I have the announcement set up. Should work. So I'm actually just going to redo this with an R142. We just like spent a ton of time with those tracks. So yeah, I want to do some driving. Let's go. The issue is that like all the tracks are single segments, which aren't supported anymore. So like if you try to place a train on them, they glitch. That's why it was like in the ground like that. And then it doesn't get fixed until it goes over like a long segment or a curve. Minecraft would be nice if we had more games and stuff. I built a fictionalized New York. Dang. I mean, the problem is it just takes like so long to build anything in Minecraft. I do think that like Roblox is probably better for setting stuff up anyway. I think that the map size on Minecraft is technically bigger, but I've heard that you can do like, you can fit full routes in Roblox. Like I've seen videos of just like entire Roblox routes where it's just like the F. I saw one like that and it was like, I think it was an R46 on the F. He did like the whole thing. I don't know if that was his or someone else's. But that was pretty cool. And I didn't know you could do that. I thought it was like limited, but then I know Transit City. Oh, that's right. They're all in the first tab. I know Transit City is doing Transit City 4. I think he's doing like the whole Manhattan IRT system. Wonder if he'll like expand out to the Bronx at some point and just do the whole thing. That'd be pretty cool. I don't actually, like, I don't see him as like a competition channel. He kind of is. Like, I guess you could say it's a competing thing, but did it always say that? Wait, did it always say? I thought it said 242nd Street. Okay, that's interesting. I was trying to implement like a screen that would like animate, but it didn't work, so I'm gonna have to retry that. And I wonder if this was like an artifact of that, because I thought it said 242nd. But yeah, I guess you could say he's kind of competition, but it's not the same thing. He's doing Roblox. I guess right now we're building the IRT, both of us. But I think Roblox is definitely better to build, and it seems like you can build faster in Roblox. It's definitely better for the angles as well, because you can make stuff straight on the angles. I forgot to say the time and next stop. MTA OR is a game with every line at station, but you got a good train to drive. Wow. Insane. I'm actually gonna drive, but I'm not gonna do ATO on a live. Save the ATO for the ATO rides. The LCD? Yeah, I can't do that right now. I haven't figured out how to add that. I've been trying, but ran into problems. So I'm gonna try again another time. after I finish some other stuff.
This is Dykeman Street.
This is like going back through that one train ride, but now we have Marble Hill to stop at. We do have more track sounds as well. I did fix the popping.
This is a Bronx-bound 1 train. The next stop is 207th Street.
There's a plugin called Archimedes in Roblox, which allows us to make even curves. What do you mean even curves? Like symmetrical curves? Which is very useful for developers. Yeah, sounds like it. I just made a curve add-on myself that can bend straight stations with little tiles into curves. And that's how I was doing Marble Hill. That's why I built it so fast. If you guys remember... Oh shit. Oh no, we're good. I thought that was switched. I have to add signals here. Oh. Okay. It is broken. We're gonna go back. Wait. Yeah, that's a broken switch. Can we just switch back onto the track? Yeah, the switch there is broken, so we'll have to rebuild it at some point. Smooth curves. Nice. Yeah, it's very difficult to do curves in video games. Even with a lot of like the OpenBV routes, if you look at them, they're all just angles. They're not like really curves. I saw some recently that were pretty smooth. I guess we're just not stopping here. Like I saw one that was pretty smooth. And then I saw like another one. I think it was like... I don't even remember what the route was, honestly. I think it was an Adam Mars video. A V-fanning video. And so I saw it was pretty smooth. But I've seen a lot of older routes where it's like very choppy.
7th Street.
Transfer is available to the BX12 Select Bus Service.
Alright, hopefully there is a switch. Maybe we'll just place a new one. Is there a switch? No, I don't think there is. I wanted to stop at Marble Hill. Try to reverse the giant. No, the switch is broken. It's just gonna push us onto this track again. I don't want to build another track right now. Like, that switch is just done. It's because when I ported the map, all the switches got messed up. Because it was in 1.12. And I updated it to 1.21. All time. Okay, so it's gonna be messed up, but when we go down the ramp, it will adjust itself. Don't like TC4. Messiah wasted 6 years of our lives of hype for that game when it released. It was buggier than Cyberpunk 20. I haven't tried it. I did used to like the Transit City 3 videos, so I don't know, I assumed it would be decent. I mean, I saw it without the shaders. It wasn't that good without the shaders, to be honest, but like, then again, I feel like most games don't look that great without shaders in 2026. You kind of just have to have the shaders. Like, I would never do a video without shaders anymore. You know, I did it like once. I think I did one V-fanning video without shaders, but I wouldn't do it again. It just makes things feel incomplete at this point. You kind of just have to. Luckily, you fixed all the bugs and lowered some of the prices, but the past never dies. True. Why is there a spinning thing on the wheel? Or the rail? That's an item that's been dropped. They take 5 minutes to despawn. And they don't despawn unless you load the chunks, so they kind of just sit there forever.
This is 207th Street.
Transfer is
Wait,
available
what?
to the BX12 Select Bus Service.
Roblox banned shaders? Really? There's no way.
This is a Bronx-bound 1 train. The next stop is 215th
What?
Street.
Yes, traditional third-party external shaders like row shade and block shade are effectively banned and against the rules. They no longer work because Roblox Hyperium anti-cheat blocks external file and memory injections. What? Anti-cheat updates block graphics hooks. Terms of service: modifying the game client files or injecting code is classified as a violation. Wow. That's insane. Rest in peace, Roblox. I guess they're done? Holy shit. I mean, that sucks because it's like if you were a Roblox dev and you were just working on this game for so long, suddenly you just can't use shaders? Uh-oh. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Okay. Are we gonna get like wiped out by this freaking switch? No, I have to rebuild it. Okay. 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 We're gonna have to rebuild this switch. This is like annoying me. This is why I say IR is kind of shit. Now I have to find the freaking lock. There we go. That's crazy that they... Why did they ban it? That's insane. How could you ban... Like, why would you ban shaders? Such a dick move. Yeah, hold on, guys. We got hit by a freaking broken switch. It's like such a Roblox thing to do. That's why people would make fun of Roblox back in the day. I used to make fun of it as well. When I had heard that there were like these Roblox subway games, I didn't take them seriously at first. Like, I didn't know they were actually good. Like, I saw some of these videos, they were actually good. But we would just hear about stuff, like us Minecraft players. We'd hear about stuff like that. And we'd just think, oh yeah, it's just nuts, you know, it's just not a free game. And like, that sucks, honestly, because if you were building something on there and you just fucking got nerfed like that with the shaders, that just sucks. They always ban shit, that's the problem. Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's insane. Okay, should be safe now. Missing out on Prime Roblox in 2016. Honestly, I would have been a Roblox dev. I would have. If I knew how to model back then, I might have done it. Because in Roblox, you can actually like have people play the game without them just being able to just steal everything so easily. Like with Minecraft, if you give out the files, they can just pluck the files out and just take them for themselves. Roblox, they can't really do that. I don't think they can do that as easily. It's like a server. I'll be right back, guys. I need to get more water. Roblox just sucks now. Dang, crazy. Games like Subway Testing Remastered, the IRT Automated Metro, Transit City games are so peak. After 2020, it went downhill in terms of pure fun. What was it like back then? I mean, how different could you make it? At the end of the day, you are just playing with trains, right?
This is 215th Street.
I forgot to start it. Yeah, like, aren't you just driving trains around? Like, what can you do, really, beyond that in a subway game?
This is a Bronx-bound 1 train. The next stop is Marble Hill, 225th Street.
Alright, guys. This will be the first train stopping at Marble Hill. This is definitely a first. We've not been able to stop at Marble Hill, ever. This is my first time stopping at Marble Hill. Honestly, I kind of want to build the staircases first. Guys, should we build the staircases first? I'm just gonna... I don't want to rush them. If I do that, we'll rush it. Back then, the games were lower quality. We never cared about how realistic it was. We just had fun. Nowadays, people care too much. It ruins... Exactly. No, I agree. I agree. Back then, the standards were lower. You could just have fun with, like... All it had to do really was resemble the subway. It didn't have to like be insanely detailed or anything like that. And thanks for the sub. And that was it. You know, you didn't really need these like fine details. Like I'm gonna show you guys. I put like some details like at one of the station houses that's just like useless. Like you're never gonna see it. Like you're never gonna get out here. Marble Hill. I don't know, maybe I'll make it into a server one day. But like Marble Hill, probably never gonna get out here.
This is Marble Hill, 225th.
Just like a drive-through station.
Is available to Metro North.
Probably have seen some of my games then. Maybe it's possible. Oh, sorry. Multiple people. Wait, Gabe, do I know you? Saw your account name. The games. Oh, looks like you're famous.
This is a Van Cortlandt Park bound 1 train.
Dang.
The next stop is 231st Street.
That does look pretty sick. The V fanning video here is a must. My god. Yeah, Mendez, 2363, welcome to the stream. He probably saw the R142 at Marble Hill thumbnail and clicked. Oh, there's no signal, so it's just going as fast as it wants. So I'm like, that was kind of fast. Like, yeah, if I did like a server, people would also complain because they wouldn't be able to use the same shaders. Like, the PC I have is pretty intense as well. You have to have a pretty good PC just to run this. Like, a lot of people that I've had connect to the world just can't even run it on their computers. I don't know what it's like on this version, but on 1.12, people would just, like, their computers would just die. You did click on the thumbnail. Well, thanks. It was a pretty cool sight. It was. The R142 in the rain. Okay, so now, guys, what do we say? Do we build the staircase? Kind of want the staircase first. I don't need the barrier blocks anymore. I'm gonna get rid of them. Watch me like accidentally just destroy the whole thing. If I do that, oh, I had one there. If I do that, like, it's over for Marble Hill. Those tracks were so annoying to place. I mean, to be fair, I have like the straight platform. Probably get rid of it. Okay, I'm gonna go like all the way over here. Pause to get rid of the barriers. We do not need them anymore. Staircase first. Yep, that's the plan. I don't get why Roblox separated the community into 3 categories. I literally lost half my community because they're stuck in Roblox Select. What's that? It's like a category system. Okay, so this is where I was building the station. You can see I made the straight platform here. And the next thing, I could just bring the parts over there now. Like, we don't need to sit here anymore. This is where I was working. I could just bring stuff over there. We could just work over there now. And then just gonna want some of this stuff. I'm not gonna go too crazy with the roof design here. Again, it's Marble Hill. Although, to be honest, like, that was pretty cool. I didn't think it was gonna look like that cool with the rain. It like reminds me of that like DJ Hammers video with the R142 one trains. I kind of want to like recreate that. I think that'd be sick. Is this the same piece? Yes. Yeah, I kept some of the pieces that I made. They were pretty. I kind of like this. I don't know if we'll ever see this again. Like, does this appear? Guys, does this part appear at any other stations? Because I feel like I've never seen that. Do we have anything else that I want? I might want this. Yeah, kind of want that. Don't really need those. I'll just leave them there in case like we run into another elevated station. But it's not gonna be a long time. Alright, it's gonna be a while. Basically, Roblox split the community. If you're 8 years or younger, you play Roblox Kids. Because of all the problems, yeah. Makes sense. The, what do I say? What's a word I can say? I don't know, I'm doing like pretty well with the algorithm right now. I don't want to say something. Like normally I would have, but like, we're kind of having like a up phase right now. I could probably build with the, shaders on because we're outside. The EDPs. The EDPs of the world. Yeah, that sucks. It is pretty crazy that you could just play on a server. And like, that's the thing that's like weird with Discord as I get older. Like, there's just so many kids there. It's so weird to me. Okay, I'm pulling up the area here. And again, I'm not gonna like go crazy with the roof detailing. Oh, actually, wait. Oh, I have the rotation tool. I could actually go crazy with the roof detailing now. Because of the rotation tool. Okay, let me... make sure that like the height is the same here. Okay, so we have this. I guess it doesn't really matter if the height's like the same. It's probably not that big of a deal. Okay. Wait. How do we measure an angle? That's like... the fuck? It's a little tile block? So real. Thank you. Doing great. Keep building and having fun. Thanks, thanks. I'm gonna pull this up on my phone so we can see the chat on my PC. I'll just use Apple Maps. Railfan Motion 7631, welcome to stream. Yeah, the shaders have gotten pretty realistic. You guys remember Chocopic? We're using it before. And I thought that was like top tier, and then I saw this, like, wow. It's crazy, the evolution that's just happened. Oh, it's like lower detail. Oh, they're both shit. Trying to like pull it up on Google Maps, they're just bad. So we could actually do like more detailed roofs for the elevated structures, but I already did this. I was supposed to figure out like how far this goes. I don't know if this will translate. It's an angle. Oh wait, I think this is a 4. So it's gonna wind up here. So we want 8 blocks. Years of building from past and now definitely changes. Definitely an improvement for sure. Stack 1 east. You guys know what's like crazy. So this area is like isolated, right? We're like really isolated here. Like it feels like it. But actually this road, is it? Yeah, I think this is 225th Street. Is it labeled? Yeah, and also don't mind that road. It has to be adjusted. It's going to be moved up. It's a bit off right now. But 225th Street, you can actually follow it, and this would go to the 4, which we don't have, but it would be around here. And then this is where the D would be, I think. Actually, where the hell is this? I think this is like 3rd Avenue or something. No, 3rd Avenue bends. There was like one road that I used as like a measurement for the Bronx. And I think the 4 and the D would be around here. And so yeah, like if the 4 was built, you could just go along here. It looks like I like tried to path it out. I don't know, guys. Should I do like a 4-train saga in the Bronx? Like, do we want that? That could be kind of cool. Because you could just use this road, but I'd have to align it with this area. This is 138th Street by the 6. Or is that, wait, sorry, guys. No, there it is, yeah. Okay, wait, let me just make sure. Yep, that's 135th in Manhattan. So then this should be 137th or 138th. And this is where the 6 comes into the Bronx. And then up here, this would be 149th Street. No, that's 161st Street. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm getting confused by my own map. It's literally been years since I placed these roads here. This is such an old map. I don't even know where everything ends. This is the Inwood area. This is obviously Marble Hill. And then the Bronx. How do you only have the 1 train? You did V-fanning on the Broadway. I do have a few videos or a few videos on them because I built a few stations. Canal Street. We have Canal Street, City Hall, and then Fulton Street is almost done. And then I pasted in Franklin Avenue from the other world and I finished it. So we have Franklin Avenue, and then you can see that's why this is grass, because we started Fulton Street on a different world. We're gonna fix the roads, and it's almost done. And then this was not started yet. Well, it kind of was, but I'm gonna have to restart it because the curve building method is different now. There's no point like using the old platform. And we do have Prince Street, and then there are a few stations on 6th Avenue. 57th Street is missing from this world. I have to terraform the roads here and then paste it back in. So it was on the other map, but it's going to be, everything's getting merged onto this map because this one has more stuff. This was the map that was stuck on 1.12, and I was able to finally port it recently. And then I did actually start Rockefeller Center a couple of months ago. It wasn't finished though. It wasn't that, it was like April. Just because of exams and stuff like that, I wasn't able to finish it at the time, so I might come back to that. And the goal of that was to finish 6th Avenue because I had 23rd Street and 14th Street like they do exist. Like those stations were real. Like if I go there, they exist. Trees are kind of messed up right now, but yeah. So it does actually exist. This got messed up. Like these used to have color. They got messed up with the update. I guess that's stuck down. Yeah, like this exists. I even added countdown clocks. Oh, bottom's messed up on that one. Is that one messed up too? Yeah, okay, so those are messed up countdown clocks. And like 14th Street exists. Do you plan on building 2nd Avenue when the T comes out? Yes, of course. If it's real, I'll build it. And like you can see 14th Street, it exists. Like they were real stations. And I even did like some upgrades. I added the map, added the countdown clocks, no rivals. And then another thing that I added, it can now detect uptown and downtown directions. In the video that oh, there's actually a train sitting there. So I can actually use this. Okay, and the R179 is the only model with working propulsion right now. So yeah, now it detects that. It actually says Uptown and Queens. It's pretty cool. How much was your PC? Very expensive. Are you building the SIR? Probably at the end. I want to build the main system first. I also fixed the V-train signs. I made a new tool. This is useful for building signs. So I made this, and now instead of having to go to a sign assembly area, this can just generate the sign for us. You just like write the text out, has like the bullets, all that good stuff. And yeah, you can just use this, and you can even do custom routes. Do a brown M. You can't really, you can only do it if it's like an existing subway line. That's the problem. You could do like, okay, wait, this kind of, I did the wrong thing. You have to do this. Yeah, you have to do that. And then you could do like a yellow 6, and then it will just gen the sign. So instead of having to make them at the area, we can just type them out, which is like way better for productivity. It's just going to make it like so much faster. Like Canal Street has so many signs now because of this. Kind of insane. Okay, cool. No waypoint at Canal Street. And then I also did a bit of Central Park West. I actually don't know. It's probably in rough shape. This was the first station that I built with IR, by the way. Question for the trains. Are they fully automated or is it manual? Okay, yeah, this station's in pretty rough shape. We'll come back to Central Park at some point, and then when we do, this will get fixed up. Or, sorry. Are they fully automated, and are the announcements included in the routes? Yeah, the trains make the announcements. they do that themselves. If you scroll back through the stream and go to the part with the R142 one train, then you'll actually see the announcements played in game. When I do V-fanning videos, I usually add them over it, to be honest. I usually just add the sounds over it because it makes it sound better. Minecraft sounds still aren't where I want them to be. It's still like better to just dub the sounds at this point. That's different than the texture I had before, but it'll have to work. This is a laggy station, and the reason why is because it used single block track segments. If you use longer segments, it's less laggy, but I didn't know that back then, so I just used short segments because they lit better, but they just create more tile entities, they lag more. Even deleted announcements for the M or the V. I could add those. I just haven't really built those routes, so I don't really have the announcements added in game. Like, if somebody records videos of the announcements, then I can just use them. Like, they're just the Mr. Railfan announcements. They're nothing special. But I just like take the videos and I just cut them out of the videos, and I just add them in, just like that. Just the recordings. And there's like a few exceptions where I did record them myself. You might notice like the 2 train announcements on the 7th Avenue Express sound different. Oh yeah, I forgot. Like those sound different than the other ones. That's because I had to record them myself. Since I couldn't find any clean ones online, I just got them myself. What are these questions? I don't know, they're just curious. A lot of rail fans here. It's a rail fan channel, of course. New York City subway channel. People like the subway. How did you make a countdown clock? I'll pay you $1 million to play test this when it's done. It's a separate mod. I made the mod for it. You can't really do that normally. I made it work with little tiles, so it can just work with that, you know. Like, people were accusing me of using MTR. Like, look, I don't have MTR. See, I have the converter. I don't have MTR. Somebody was saying that I just reskinned MTR. I don't have it. This is my own mod. See? Automatic train control for IR. Gamma 3.12. I made this. This is not a public mod. Like the ATO stuff, you can't do that. You can ask around in IR. There's no ATO for this version. This is 1.21. This is not 1.12. These are my own things here. I'm gonna turn off the shaders to build. This is what I mean when I say, like, you can see the lighting, it's just a lot worse. It still looks pretty decent, but shaders make a massive difference. It's just easier to build without them. This guy builds better than I draw. I don't draw very well. Best jar, so you got me there. Oh, no you're not. How long will the project take? When will testing come out? I don't know. I don't know if it's ever going to be public. Right now it's just a series thing. Like, maybe these guys will like make some cool Roblox game and inspire me to release it or do a server, but servers are just expensive to run. Right now, this is just like a YouTube series, like a Let's Play. When will this game come out? It's not really a game that I can just release like Roblox. It's Minecraft, it's different. There's no planned release date. I don't know. What did Messiah say? I'm not gonna do the same thing because people are pissed off at him right now. So I'm not gonna say 2099. Like right now, there's just no release date. I don't know if it will ever release. Like, I don't know if I'm just like way older someday, like freaking like 35, have kids, maybe I'll release it at that point. But right now, it's not planned for release. Let's not rush the process, exactly. Like, I'll probably release it when I'm done with it. I just don't have, like, anything more to do with it. Like, don't get me wrong, it would be fun to run a server that people can play on. But, like, look, this is not something you could even play on right now. Come over here, you'd exit the subway, and then you have a floating station. You can't play on that. You just can't. Okay, so we've got this here. Trying to see how I want to do this to make like this connection here. I could just do like a basic design here, honestly. So we build the straight version and then we use the rotation command. And then with the rotation command, we can place it on here. And it'll match the angle. You can see it is a linear angle for that part because it radiates out from the curve. The curve like goes across the middle and then it radiates out. And then with that, you have a kind of linear angle. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be perfect because in real life it's not, because it's on a curve. Like this one comes down and then it like bends this way, and then this road has to be moved up and it connects to the road. It's not like perfect to the curve either. Did I take the right one? I keep forgetting. Exactly, this is GTA 6 in Minecraft. That's a good response. I might just start saying that. Like next time like somebody gets pressed about it, I might just say like whenever GTA 7 releases. Because like at this point, like I don't know, have people been like hyping this up, like Transit City? I didn't even know that was a thing. Like I thought people just watch the videos and just like enjoy them. Like people ask about it, but like I hope people aren't like sitting out there like doing like a Transit City hype up thing for this. Metro North and honestly I was thinking about it, not gonna lie. Somebody asked about that like a long time ago. Would I do the Metro North with Marble Hill? I don't know. I'm thinking about it, but I like looked at the platform. I do not have that shelter type, and then I'd have to rebuild it. I kind of want to finish the one while I still have summertime. It is approaching the end of July, and it would be really cool to finish the one, at least to hit Columbus Circle. With this new like curve tool that I have, I think I can hit Columbus Circle. Like before, no, of course not. I looked at it, I tried to start it on the other map. It was insane. It was insane. But now, I think it'd be pretty chill. Like, I think it would be like... I feel like maybe I could build it in a week. At this point. Maybe like a week. I don't want to be like too optimistic because like with like older build methods, which literally existed up until a few weeks ago, it definitely would have taken at least a month to build Columbus Circle, but now I think it's doable in a week, maybe a week and a half. And I don't want to get too ahead of myself because like Fulton Street has been taking so long. And it is a straight station. It is not really on an angle, aside from the J, which is curved. So I don't want to get too ahead of myself there, but I definitely think that there is like some hope. I think that things are definitely going to speed up, like insanely. Messiah hyped up IRT subway lines so much. He deserved all the hate he got. His friends warned him that the game had too many price things, but instead Messiah blocked and removed all his friends. Damn. Did they work on it together? I feel like that's kind of crazy to block them if they like did it together. They should have like an equal say, right? Or was he funding it? Like, how did that work? Your game is peak, thank you. I'm just a Minecraft builder. Nothing special. IRT Subway's ass, damn. The hate just like, was it like really that bad? I didn't play it. I saw some like videos of it, like, okay. I do definitely think that like it wasn't as good as I expected it to be, because I saw like Transit City 3 and I'm like, wow, this looks so good. Like I expected TC4 to be pretty good as well, but I only saw videos. And like without the shaders, like the actual play testing videos that I saw, yeah, I get what you guys mean. His friends who helped him make the game, he completely ignored their warnings and blocked them. He claimed he did it because they were stressing him. Yeah, that's crazy. Shouldn't block people if you guys worked on it together. I feel like that just goes like without saying. It's nuts. Okay, I think this side is good. Yeah, I think that's good. I don't want to like... I mean, this one's... maybe? Oh, fuck. That is flat. No, yeah, like I saw some playtesting videos, and I saw that like people would drive trains. The train would just despawn in the tunnel while they were driving it, like they just die in the tunnel. Kind of crazy. If you're gonna have people pay for stuff, like it has to work. Like that, like I'd feel bad if I were him and like I charged somebody for a run and then they agreed to pay and then they paid and the train just died in the tunnel and they just got kicked out. Like I would feel bad. I would just pay them back at that point. I just refund them. So I do think that's pretty nuts. How does it take someone 6 years of building the entire Lexington Avenue trunk and we only got Bowling Green to Grand Central? I mean, this map was started in December, like just after Christmas 2021. We have the one line with 2 missing stations, now 1 missing station, down to 79th Street. And 79th Street, I only reached that in February, was it? And then you have another chunk in Midtown from 50th Street to 14th Street. And so that's 4 years? Is that 4 or 3? There's no way this world's 4 years old already. I think we're at 3. 22, 23, 24, 25. Damn. It's 4 years old. So yeah, I could get slow progress. He's probably busy. I mean, I'm more surprised that like people would wait that long instead of just like moving on. The game was so buggy. I kind of want to build like honestly, like after the hype dies down, like that's part of why I'm not doing Lexington. I was going to, but then he did that. And this is kind of like a competing channel. He is kind of in the same space. So I'm like, maybe I'll hold off on Lexington. But I did see people, like I did a poll on Lexington and people wanted it. So I guess people don't really care if he's doing it at the same time. So I might do it after the 1, but I kind of want to do like the B division for a bit because we haven't had the R211s yet. You know, it's just long overdue. When I started this project, the NTTs were still, literally, we didn't have R211s yet. Like, that's how old this map is. The map was started before the R211s entered service. They entered service in 2023. Back then, the R160s were still like the cool thing. And now, like, nobody cares about them at all. And so, like, my rolling stock is pretty behind now because we don't have the R211s. We don't have the R262s. And I do plan to do the R262 at some point in the near future. I almost think it could be cool to like do it at Marble Hill. Not like promising that. Like I'm not trying to like hype people up and then just not do it. But it could be pretty cool if I did that. I'm like thinking about it. I just don't know if I want to sit here and model it right now because it would take a bit to model. And I was already doing an R142A remaster, which is kind of just similar to the R142. It's not really that different. I just changed a few things because it's, you know, it's R142A, so there's some stuff that's a bit different. But maybe I might look into the R262 at some point in the near future. I'm not promising, but I do think it'd be pretty cool, to be honest. I do. Lexington is the busiest trunk in the Western Hemisphere. Didn't the MTA plan to replace the R68s with the R268s and the R211s? That's such a mouthful. Yeah. That's the plan. We're going to see them on Broadway, which I think is going to be pretty sick. You know, I don't know, I might have to take back what I said about the D. The D being like the peak line. Because the Q, the Broadway lines, have an advantage over the Delta. And I do like the Delta with NTTs. But the Broadway lines actually kept their station announcements. If you've ever seen a video of an R211 Q train, it actually has, it still has the R179 next stop announcement, but it does keep its station announcements, which for me, that's enough to keep the vibe. Like, love it. It's awesome. And to me, that's kind of motivation to build Broadway. I want to be ready when Broadway gets the R211s and the 268s, which the 211s, they're going to happen pretty soon. Once the D is done, I'm pretty sure that they're going to start going to the N and the W. And like, that's just peak. That is peak. I saw a video of an R211 M train the other day. That was peak. Mog the D. Mog the D, I'm sorry. It did. You have to rush your game to get R211s. I know, but I want to. No, I don't want to rush it, but I want to do them soon. We've been using the same stock for a while, but I finally plan to do the remastered slant with the Canal Street video. It's been waiting. I've had it ready for so long now. And it's just been waiting to enter service. I just have to set it up, and I plan to do that with Canal Street. Okay, so I'm just gonna mute for a sec. The reason the B and the D are getting the R211s right now is because the 6th Avenue line is getting CBTC soon, so they have to push the SMEs on the B and the D as soon as possible. Yes, that is correct. That is correct. And then I hear, oh, okay, I have to redo that. It is a negative angle. Like, see, this with the angle stuff you can't do. This is actually going to get released. It's my friend is developing. He made the rotation tool, so I'm gonna have to release it. But I'm not releasing the curve tool anytime soon. That is my thing. Okay, can I fit that? I kind of want it to match. The L is getting R211T soon. I do not know about that. I'm sorry, sir, but I do not know about that. I've never heard that. Okay, how does this work? We're gonna have to like figure out the angle. I could do degrees. Degrees are usually better for curves. Negative 74.6. Yeah, with curves, can't really do linear angles. How much I thought it would work, but Just not gonna fly here. Okay, can't do that. My mistake. All good. Okay, let's see if this works. I just want to make sure there were no errors. Sometimes it overlaps, but this one doesn't do that. It has protected cell generation. And this is the same like type of thing that I made for curbs. That's how I was able to do Marble Hill so fast. This is how I got through Canal Street as well. I was able to make this or get this. I did help with this one though. And I was able to use this to help with that. It's like pretty, it's honestly pretty OP. Okay, I'm trying to get this to line up smoothly. That's gonna be annoying, but let's try this. I think that's good. Yeah, looks like it's connected. That it's kind of annoying, so I will just patch that. Use the linear curve there. Wow, it's like 108. We're still going. Why isn't this? Oh, okay. It doesn't work with that. There we go. Yep, that's better. Can we take this part out? Would it be fine if I remove this? Yeah, it looks like it'd be fine. Thought they were running here. Yeah, that'd be cool if they were. I had heard people like saying that they need to put R211s on the L. The problem is the R143s. I actually can't use the hammer. The hammer is not compatible with angle mode yet, so it wouldn't work. The R143s are specifically configured to run on the L. Their CBT systems do not work on other lines, as far as I've heard. Now, they might work. Yeah, I think they would work, actually, because I think they ran in the J. Oops. Wrong mode. But the CBTC signaling system is specifically designed for the L. So I guess it wouldn't be compatible with other systems, or I don't know how that works. I think there is, like, specific compatibility between signaling systems that they have to do for whatever reason. Okay, that's closer. The seam is just like annoying. Have to just get this. I want to see if I can like break this. I was on an R143L train last week, and oh my god, it was screeching very bad. So I mean, the R143s are made for the L. Exactly. I mean, I get it. People probably are like bored. Oh, that's cool. Oh. Yeah, you can just fall through here. Yeah, like, I get the sentiment. It's like, ooh, that's freaking annoying. Do we have one to flip it? Maybe we don't have to place a new one. That's a fence. It's like so hard to see because it's on the top. Ah, there we go. Nice, nice. That's what I wanted. Okay. Now the staircase. Oh, I should have added like the lines. That's too late now. I already like integrated it. That is so annoying. Okay, now the staircase. Remember the flash flood and the signals. I think for the 2 or 1 reacting up. Yeah, they're actually doing construction right now on the 1, 2, and 3 lines. So I would not recommend riding it this weekend. It's pretty bad. I think they like cut it off Sunday. Yeah, I have like no schedule right now. I can just do whatever I want. It's amazing. So I don't even know what day it is. Yeah, so they're doing some insane construction right now. I think switch repairs. Wow, this is pretty high. I didn't actually think they'd all fit. There's like 3 landings. No, sorry. 2? Why did I say 3? Were there 3? No, there's 2. Yeah, so there's a bunch of landings on this one. It's just really high up. And, yeah, okay, so it's pretty cool. Sorry. Yeah, it does get boring when you only have, like, the same rolling stock. It does. Wait until there's only 2 RN43s left in 20 to 30 years. In 20 to 30 years, I'll be like... 30 years, I'll be like 50. It's crazy. No, it is true. I do kind of miss the R46s on the A. Like, it was kind of nostalgic. I saw some video where it was just like a subway video. You know, it's just like an Instagram video. And there were R46s on the A, and I'm like, holy shit, this is so old. But it was kind of nostalgic. And it's funny because I hated them. I grew up on the 1A and C lines. And I was never, to be honest, I was never a fan of the R46s. The R32s, I kind of like them, I'll be honest. I did kind of like them. But the R46s, was never a fan of them until it was like the end. And like even on the Q, I still don't like them on the Q. Because of what like it took. I honestly love the Q with the R160s. I loved it. That's like peak childhood for me. Freaking R160s on the queue. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. So we have this. I might just make like a new staircase design. But yeah, I'm gonna have to move the chat to my phone. It's gonna be smaller. You are initiated by the R46s. Happens. Miss the R32. Yeah. It was nostalgic. Like, even though I didn't really like them, I like the R32s, but the R46, even though I didn't like them, there is just some nostalgia to it. And it's like, wasn't necessarily better. I wouldn't say it was better, but there was just more variety back in the day. You'd go on the subway. Honestly, there might not be like a point making new staircases. Part of this, yeah, I'm gonna do that, but the bottom part, I think it's an old design. We could like modernize this. This is, guys. Okay, guys, this station, I'm pretty sure this station was built in 2021. So this is just an insane transition here. You have this station from 2021. Like December 2021 is when this was built. And I did reuse, I think, did I reuse this? No, I must have reused it at 207th Street because I used parts from 207th Street for Marble Hill. You have this station, 2021, and then you're going to have Marble Hill 2026, one stop down. Is nuts. Did I not? Of course, I forgot. Oh my god. And then you have these. I feel like I just never put these anymore. I put them at Canal Street because I'm like, wow, I just never do those anymore. 32, yeah, I remember the R32s. Nostalgic. I miss those, honestly. Okay, I'm just gonna use that. Man, it's crazy. So old. And it actually like doesn't look that bad. So yeah, for the staircase, we're gonna build the straight version right here, and then we're gonna rotate it so that it connects. I don't know. It's kind of lagging now. Wow. Because I pulled up maps, I guess. And, oh, that's kind of nice. Nice build. Server. Interesting. Yeah, so Yeah, I do miss the R32s. They're pretty cool. Okay, we're gonna change this. I have a new block. Well, it's kind of new. It's a couple months old at this point. I just took the freaking block from the other mod in 1.12 and upscaled the texture. Where is it? Oh yeah, I made some new textures. These are new. You will see them at Franklin Avenue. Now, this actually appears here, but it's just a rotation of that. There it is. I made the new texture, or the second one. It's really just a rotation of this one, which is new. And I made it just because of Marble Hill. But I'm sure it will appear at other stations. Like, I'm pretty sure 4th Avenue has these. But where is... No, it's not it. Is it this? Is that it? Looks a bit like lower res than I thought it was. Got a freaking Fulton Street. Oh my god, it has the OG staircases. Because I didn't have the texture, so I was using those. There was a bit of a regression there. Yeah, I do miss them. NTTs aren't shit compared to SMEs. I mean, I wouldn't go that far. The R160s were very nostalgic as well. The F still holds up, honestly. The F is pretty peak. You know, they kind of nerfed it by taking it off 63rd Street. Like, that was a huge nerf. But I remember when I was younger, and the reason why a lot of people like the NTT so much is because they grew up on SME lines. I grew up on SME lines at the freaking C. Okay, the game is not liking this anymore. I was on the C, all the SMEs, the R32s, the R46s, freaking slants, those were cool. You know, we had all the good stuff. I think. I know I remember seeing R40s. I remember seeing slants when I was very young. I don't know if I ever saw like the R40Ms. Oh, that was cool though. The R40 slants. So we had a lot of SMEs there. And then the one was just like R62s, and it still is. And then the A, of course, was like R46s and the occasional R32. And it's like when you grow up on that and you see like an R160 on the C, I'm gonna have to end the stream soon. It is acting up now. And you see like an R160 C train. That is pretty crazy to you. And like when you live on the C and you just take the C to school every day, it's R32s. And then, you know, you just see an F train. It's an R160. It's going to Queens. It's going to like some like magical faraway land. Didn't like the Diamond F Star Express in 2022, 2019. I'm talking about like the 2010s, early 2010s. Like the classic era. Before everything got like modernized. You guys remember how it was? The subway was like a dungeon back then. It was insane. That's why I did like the nostalgia factor of it was still insane though. That's why I did like these 2000s videos. I'll probably do more. I'm thinking of doing that for the Canal Street video, like a mix, like the late 2000s with like slants, mid to late of the R160s. But then the problem is the queue goes to 57th Street, which I don't like. But you know, it's like maybe I'll do a 2010s themed video for Union Square. That could be pretty cool. Yeah, the one only has R62As. Oh, did I say R62s? I meant R62As. I kind of use it the same. Use it synonymously. Okay, so this design is kind of different. So when it gets to this step here, it changes. Just trying to see how it looks from the top. Okay. So you get to the step here. And then And it comes out like this. And I just need to go back to here. Okay, yeah. And then the back area, it's kind of like this. Probably 8 would be better. You get that. And then guess I'm gonna have to do this. I'm just wondering how I'll do. Okay, so this part comes out like that. It was. Who here remembers the SMEs that had half cabs that allowed us to go to the RFW and get the front? Yeah. No, those were sick. Oh man, I remember like so many times I'd take the C and then I just look out the front. Remember Columbus Circle back in the day when it was red? OG stuff. Oh my god. Crazy. Freaking crazy. Okay, so we have those stairs. The landings are kind of short, but they're kind of short in real life too, so that's fine. Now we kind of have to do... This is like the hardest part, I think. The side. And then... we should have like a triangle piece at one of these stations that we can use. No? Okay. So the old method. Maybe 207th Street will have it. And if not, we're just gonna have to make one. We need like a triangle piece that we can stick like under there. We could use the angle tool, but it doesn't really do triangles. I should add support for that. It just does rectangles. And then if it does that on an angle, then we're gonna have to clean that up. It's kind of annoying. Been watching you for 4 years. I'm a big fan. Thank you. Appreciate the support. So you've been here since the start of this map. Seen it progress. Okay, so 207th Street. Let's not have it. Where can we get them? What about Fulton Street? I know it has them in the wall. Yep, there it is. Always here. But this one's like the flat one. Wait. Oh, it is flat. We'll just extend it. Oh yeah, New Jersey. New Jersey. TMC almost built the path into New Jersey when he was still around. So we do actually have New Jersey in this world. We have a little small section of New Jersey right here. A little starting of it. Okay. Okay, it looks like the lag is starting up. What's the issue? I don't know. One of your stations has them pink and black glitches. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, the map was ported. It was on 1.12, and I updated it, so a lot of blocks got discontinued. So they don't have textures, they have to be replaced. So I've been gradually doing that, just, you know, as I see them, I kind of try to replace them like this. I almost replaced the whole bridge. I thought I did. I guess I missed this. And it is now air. It was converted into air blocks with textures. I don't know why those ones didn't do the same thing though. but little tiles blocks can actually place as air. So it works. But honestly, I was thinking of just rebuilding the bridge because just the scale it was built, and it was built on like full block scale. Doesn't really work with the station now. It's just gonna look like weird in a V-fanning video. But I mean, I don't know, people like accuse me of not filming the V-fanning videos in Minecraft. So like, if there's just like a blocky bridge there, and like that's wrong, that's not how it was supposed to look originally. That's just how it ported, that's like how it regenerated in 1.21. It made it look like that. And so those blocks up there, like this was the original color, but these are not actually supposed to be like that. So that's why that just looks so weird. That was not intentional. Honestly, we might have like a replacement. We do have immersive engineering. Are they all shit? Yeah, a lot of the blocks in this version kind of suck. I have to keep like making textures because there's just like no good blocks. Like this maybe? But then like, this could work. Definitely could work. Where's the real one? There it is. Flat colored blocks is so shit on this version though. It doesn't actually work. I think you have to like do like flat colored hex codes now. I want to figure that out because it would be good to use them for roads. They'd look better than terracotta. That's what we're using now. Just put that. Actually, looks worse than the other one, to be honest. But it is actually more accurate. The real texture is like gray. It's not orange like that. Been watching since 2019. 2019, that's OG. That is OG status. If you've been watching since the OG worlds with the minecarts when it was completely vanilla, just a texture pack, that's OG. That is definitely OG. Anyone who's been around that long is a real one. So you're a real one. Thank you for your support. SA, the MTA fanner, welcome to stream. I might end it soon because it's getting like laggy. And I'll just finish this off camera. These are annoying to build. These like elevated staircases. I'm gonna try to finish it on camera because like people are like accusing me of shit. So I wanna like show that I can actually build shit on camera. It's like, I don't say stuff because then people just copy me. So look, I can actually build on camera. Should go fast. Okay. So, kind of want to try something. I don't know if it's going to work. First, let's get this. I want to see if I can use the rotation to slope the panels here. Remember the minecarts? It was addicted. Oh yeah. Used to do the announcements myself. Good times, yeah. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do like an R62A1 train full ride. So we're gonna get like proper manual announcements for that one. I'm gonna have to like practice a few times, honestly. It's been like so long since I've done them that I just forget stations now. Like, I'll do like runs on my own just for fun, like just in the world, and I'll just forget stations. I'm like getting better at it. Like warming up to the line again, so I am getting better at it, but I'll have to like practice that one so I can at least, you know, actually remember the stations and not just like sit there trying to remember what the next stop is. Because I've just gotten used to the automated announcements. Like this world, we didn't have automated announcements for most of the history of this map because it used IR, and there was no way to do that. I had to like engineer a way to be able to do that. I tried using command blocks. That was like a new thing, but it just like was a problem because you'd have to time the trains, time the doors. It was really, really annoying. And now that's fixed. So now they can just play themselves. Showed an example earlier. It's like proof that that's real. I do dub them for V-fanning videos usually. Actually, something that I don't always dub. When I do the V-fanning videos, I actually will like often just use like the door sounds from the game and not actually dub them over. I'll just keep them because the in-game door sounds are pretty good for like honestly, I think all of them. I can't really think of one that has like bad sounds. The R17, it has door sounds. They have fans in the sound, so it kind of sounds like a bit off. But like other than that, I feel like they are pretty good. So usually I will just preserve the door sounds when I do the V-fanning videos and not dub them. I'll actually just leave them a lot of the times because it's just more convenient. But other than that, I do dub the sounds. Like even if I had like better like train like sounds like the wheels, something I've been working on, and like the propulsion, I don't think it could ever be good enough in Minecraft to replace like dub sounds. Why does this look so good? That's crazy an angle. But like I don't think it could ever be good enough because just the sound system in Minecraft, it's not like other games. Like with OpenBVE, when they do the sounds. Have you made the J and the Z lines? No. There's one J station, Canal Street. It's going to appear in the Canal Street video. There is Fulton Street as well, and possibly Chambers. I might do Broad Street soon. That's going to be like really like proper easy now. That was one of those stations that was difficult only because of the curve, and now the curve is just like wiped out now. So it's only completed the one. Mostly completed the one. We have 14 stops left. We might have less. It might be 12 or 13. I have to do a recount once this is done. I did have a pretty good run in the J though on the Pandemic World. Okay, wait, so what do I want to do next? I can try to bend them. Okay, how do I want to do this? I need the piece. Don't really see any sense in like completely redoing it because I'm pretty sure some stations have it. Has he done the... I've never done the G. No. Dang. Why are you guys so mad? The G. I think people like the G now. I've never done the G. Okay, wow. That was some insane lag. So yeah, the G. The G has a bit of a history in this series. This is Minecraft MTA 3. It almost became Minecraft MTA 4. But then people started comparing it to Transit City, and then I didn't want that look, so we remained Minecraft MTA, and then the map was able to update, so it's back to Minecraft MTA 3 because this map was originally Minecraft MTA 3. But in the other two maps, the G has had a history in this series. So the thing with the G is historically it's always had problems because of its position. So the G, it has to make its way between the other lines, which we know, of course. And so what's the big deal? Like, they do that all the time, right? We have lines that like cross between each other and it's just not a problem, right? Well, the G's position is unique because it goes at a 40. Okay, that is not turning out well. The G goes at, that's gonna be way too thick. Okay, I think I'm just gonna do the normal method for these, and I'll try another time with this other idea that I had. I was going to like angle it, but I don't think that's gonna work out too well. It just like looks thick, I don't know. Like if I do this, like it looks too thick. But yeah, so the history with the G. The first map, Minecraft MTA 1, the OG world, was cancelled because of the G. The G killed the first map. No, I don't mind people asking for lions. No, that happens all the time. There's probably ambulances. Go by a lot. The G. Should I try this, guys? Like, it's too thick, but it'd probably look better than this. I'm gonna try it. So what happened with the first world is we didn't do angles on that world. Like, I would avoid them like the plague because they kind of were. Kind of still are. Bit of a sickness to encounter. I'm gonna try something. Wait, how do I want to do this? I'm trying to think. Okay, I think I'll do this. So yeah, the first world, we would avoid angles. And that had the unintended consequence of killing the G. Okay, that did not work. How the hell would we do this? I want to make it rotate up. Oh, wait. I think I know what to do. I know what to do. I have my slope command. I just made this. I don't even, like, it doesn't even work all the way. But I made a command that can convert to slopes. Like, not angles, but like, you know, like when I build a slope, I have to shift everything down. Like, I made a command that can do that. It might work for this. Okay. We need to actually select this. So what are we going to do here? Let's make this. And so yeah, the G got crushed on that world. It just got wiped out. And so because the G couldn't be built, it would not count as a full New York City subway world. So the world was canceled because of the G. And that was actually what killed the OG world. It was the G. Yep, GG's for the G. It is so obviously the Q train. Wait, what? Minus, yeah, it's the Q. This is the 2 train. This is the 2 train in White Plains. No, it's the 1. It's the 1. Gotta get your experience up. I actually don't think this will work. So I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna try, and then we'll figure that out. So I have this. Okay. Let's see if this works. Sir. That looks very strange. Yeah, I've never used it for this. This is only meant for tunnels, but it might actually work. Oh wow, it actually... Why is it longer? Was it that long? 3? Oh, it actually... Okay. So we need to shorten this to there. Why does it look so long? It's the same length. So weird. Okay, let's try this again. So the second worlds did actually have a couple of G train stations. The second world had the L line on it. And so there was Metropolitan Avenue on the G. Is the G Metropolitan Avenue or is it Lorimer Street? No, the J is Lorimer Street. That's right. Okay. I want to add the middle one. Shit. Okay, wait. Trying to do some math here. This is challenging. Math is very hard. Okay, there we go. Build math. So it's right there. It's actually funny because I did have to use math to get some of this stuff working. I had to like apply math concepts. Oh crap. I hate when this happens. I need to get like an inventory mod that just makes my inventory bigger. And tilt. Yes. It's a new feature that I just added myself the other day. And it kind of works off the same rotation idea, but it only does a translation of the structure down. Okay. We're gonna try this. This is like the first time that we're building an elevated staircase like this, because usually we would do it where it's like this. So this is actually first. Feel like it could look cool. Wait, so if I'm looking at the real thing, no, actually it kind of does have that. So there are gonna be poles that just go up. Oh shit. Okay, so we need a longer one. What about this one? I need the thing. On the J and G, the connection is Broadway. Did I say the J? I meant the L. The L is Lorem. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah. So what else do we have? We had Bergen Street. I don't think we had Carroll Street. Pretty sure we didn't. Okay, there we go. So that's good. So then we just need the longer piece, which would be here in the middle. And then that's like the only appearance that the G has ever made. The G has been challenged. Oh wait, no. We had Court Square. We had Court Square and 21st Street. Yeah, I remember that. Give me it for a sec. Yeah, so we had Court Square, 23rd Street. Yeah, so if you guys think that this is cool, wait till you see the next curb station. Maybe if you're lucky, I will stream 103rd Street, but that's kind of going to be like a chore, so I don't know. I only really stream when it's like just chill. Okay. Cool. It's misaligned. Like, I usually do all the hard stuff off camera. There we go. Gonna need a connecting piece for that part. I want to do like a station tour of Marble Hill, but I think a V fanning video would be better. Dad is an MTA conductor. Damn. Every small content creator I see, it's like you actually talk to us. Bigger creators don't say anything to us. It's boring. Yeah, it's I don't know. I don't know actually like why that is. I mean, I guess they have to, I don't know. If they're playing a game. I mean, I do it for fun. Like, I stream because I like to interact with the chat. Maybe they don't like to interact with the chat or something like that. Like, I'm not going to stream if I don't want to interact with the chat. But I guess the bigger streamers, they probably are just like, I don't know, it probably just goes by too fast. The chats are pretty busy. I doubt that they want to like ignore people, but at the same time, they are just doing it as their main job. So that can be a component. Okay, so, but thank you. So we have this side, so we can just carry this over. Actually, no. We shouldn't do that yet. We should resolve the wall. So first, I want to do the base, and we do not have the yellow stuff. We need the yellow markings. Where can we steal those from? Do they have them here? Very loud. Sounded like there were like 3,000 R142s there. They look at the comments and don't say anything. When you're in a big stream, it's a good day if the streamer sees even one of your comments. Well, I think the thing is, once they get to a certain size, they'll like, I feel like they only respond for money. They'll kind of like try to get you to like them, and then they'll stop responding so that you donate. I think that's like a strategy that they might be doing. I've kind of noticed that at like a certain size, like YouTubers will do that, where they'll like try to act like your friend in the chat, and then they'll stop responding unless you donate, and then they'll start responding if you donate. And I don't know if it's because they're explicitly doing that, or if it's just that they just feel more obligated to respond if you've donated, so that's why. Could be a mix of both. I make this yellow brighter. I'm gonna upscale this texture. I want to make this like higher res. This texture here, it needs to be like updated. Dyeable stone. I'm gonna like do something about that in my texture pack. I did the same thing here. I just upscaled it. Just upscaled the texture. And then I did. And look if I did that for the stone. But I don't know. Because it could just look like this. And then you can't really see any detail once you dye it. So I don't know. Like at least with this you can see the detail of the texture. But I feel like the texture is just low res. And I feel like it just brings things down. I do feel like upscaling that would be good. It's just so weird to be here at Marble Hill. Actually having something sitting here is crazy. They look at the comment, but they don't usually say shit. Yeah, it's just like that. Okay, fuck. Oh yeah, we're doing this. Freaking cork. I already see it on the street. It's definitely cork. Is it like that? Kind of hard to get the colors right sometimes. Because it's like orange, but like, I don't know if it's actually like that or if it's just the sunlight with the shaders, the real shaders. I feel like that works. Turn this off. I have to wait for the V fanning. You can add buildings for the V fanning as well, by the way. Kind of like the rain. Even if they're playing a game, they talk, and they ignore your question. Yeah, I don't even know what they do. They just play the game. I don't really watch streams that much, to be honest. Don't really have a reason to. I'd rather just do my own. It's been a while. That is too thick. Is it? This is like challenging. Like, how do I get the height? Probably want like the same height as this. Yeah, probably. Okay, so that's about the same. Okay. I'm gonna do this. It's like we need to donate to get streamers' attention. Yeah, that's how it works. Once there's so many people in the chat, they only respond if you donate. There's too many. That's the incentive, and people just start doing it on their own, so they just go with it. It's kind of what happens. It's not like they just say one day, okay, I'm just only going to respond if people donate. It's just the chats get crowded, and then they kind of just have to do that. There's just too many people. That's my guess. I doubt it's like malicious. You know, it just is what it is. I'm gonna center this like the other one. There we go. And that looks better. Okay, so now we've got... kind of want to just copy this because I can just like overlay it. The supports. Oh shit. Let's break these. And I'll probably be able to like reuse this for another elevated station. Well, height's gonna be different, so maybe not. It's gonna look good though. Oh, it's gonna be on an angle though, but it'll still look pretty good. First elevated station like this for sure. Okay, this has to be shifted out. Do this. Place that. There we go. So now we have a problem. This is like... would you hit this? Wait. Okay, you might not. But it's gonna get close. Even though the chat wasn't crowded, they still ignore your question. Like, hello. Like, why do I gotta donate for you to see me? Like, fuck you. Gonna go to a streamer who actually values my viewership. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I just missed like a few chats for a bit because I was doing the staircase, so it's possible they could just be like focused on the game, then they see the donation and like feel like they have to respond, to be fair. Okay, so this is kind of... if you guys want to see what I'm building, you could go to Google Maps. I'm not going to pull it up here. I don't want to crowd the screen right now. But if you go to Google Maps, kind of see what I'm doing. It's Marble Hill, 225th Street. This entrance is the Uptown entrance, which is at Broadway and 225th Street. I almost feel like the road's kind of thin, but it's going to be the one that goes here. We're going to angle it. It's going to be rotated once it's done. Okay. They got mad at spammers. Spammers wouldn't spam if you would just answer. Put 2 and 2 together. I don't know. I want like that. No. Maybe I do. I want it to be a bit taller. It's just with the stairs there, it's just a bit challenging to fit. You have to be able to go through here without hitting your head. Or it just feels weird. And for like a station built in 2026, I'm not going to have something like that stupid. Okay, this one is... Are they all just different heights? I'm gonna try this height. Doing great, thank you. Thank you, thank you. What the fuck happened here? Mess this one up? Misaligned it. There we go. And we've got this part. Comes up here. I'm hoping the entrance on the other side is the same. I'm gonna look. Because then I could use this over there and then like I'd be done. Minus the signs. And it is pretty much the same. That's awesome. Sweet. Gonna say, what the fuck? Oh. So I was looking at Google Maps, and for a second it showed like 3 stations instead of 1 for Marble Hill, which is so weird. And then it like corrected itself. Oh, that's annoying. See that? This one. And that one's like that. No, never mind. I thought they were off. Oh, they are. That's annoying. Don't care if you keep it private. Just like to see more train rides, be able to explore the map more. That's it. Yeah, more rides are coming. The thing is, I just don't want to do them until there's like finished sections, which is what I'm trying to do right now. I was actually planning at some point to build the Nassau Street line, although it seems like now that's going to get put off for a bit. But I wanted to do like, one of my plans was to do mini rides. Even when I was like starting Minecraft MTA 4, the failed new map, there were supposed to be like mini rides. It wasn't going to be like ATO. They were just going to be like cab rides. But I'm going to reserve the cab rides for like the full route rides. And then like ATO rides will be like the smaller sort of rides, like the smaller, what do you call them? The lines, I guess. The showcases for those. Might just do this. Because that fits the roof. It's 4? Is it 8? Okay, I'll do 8. This is 8. Oh, this is 8. Okay, so it's the same. But yeah, there's more rides planned. I'm also going to do a 3 shuttle once we connect the 1 to Times Square. We will actually have the first route completed. Technically, the late night 3 to Times Square will be completed at that point. And I'm going to do a POV video of that. I could even do like a ride video if people want it. And then once the 7th Avenue Express is completed, I'm going to do like an express ride, not a cab video. That's going to be a passenger POV. It's going to be a 3 or a 2, I'm not sure. Leaning towards like a 3 because it doesn't have announcements, because it's old. And I feel like it'd be weird to just cut the 2 off. I saw somebody request the R from like Prince Street or like Canal Street to Atlantic Avenue as a passenger POV, which kind of surprised me. I didn't know there was like interest in the R, but that'll probably happen at some point anyway, because that will eventually get built. And then with South Ferry, I'm also going to build Whitehall Street, of course, because they're connected. So that'll happen. Have you started the 4? Technically. Oh wait, no, I did. I built Fulton Street. It's not done. I started Fulton Street, and then I even started Wall Street. And we have Canal Street, but I don't really count Canal Street. Skipped. Okay. Let's do this. I want to finish this staircase, but it's already 2. Probably gonna end the stream soon. I'm just like trying to figure this out. Somebody sub. Can't read that. Thank you for subbing. I don't even know like why I have that come up on the screen anymore. I just get like subs, you know, just without even doing these streams. So it's, I don't know. Don't really know if there's a point in having that up. Okay, that's off. It's easier if it's just like full. What about the 2? Yeah, there's a bunch of 2 stations in Manhattan. We have all of Lenox. We have, well, I just did a video on the 2, but yeah, we have all of Lenox. We have, you're talking about White Plains Road. I have not started that. But we do have 96th or 79th Street, and then we have 50th Street through 14th Street. New sub, that's great. Says Gabe. Alright, I'm trying to finish this roof. It does not have like the gold on it like the other one did. Okay, so I can just use the same piece. Have you done the A or the E train? I've done a couple of stations. Most of the progress is on the 1. On the A, we have 14th Street, 42nd Street, work in progress. Work in progress, 34th Street. I wanted to finish those at some point. 42nd Street's probably the closest to being done. It would honestly make sense to do it in the near future. Maybe when we get to like Midtown, I'll do that. But I feel like we don't need a break from the 1 at that point because we'll have Columbus Circle. So you'll get some I&D action there. So it's like we don't really need a break because there's like no 1 train fatigue at that point. So we could just go straight to Christopher Street. Okay, got that. How are you? Good. How are you? Welcome to the stream. It is 2:06 a.m. here. Stream will probably end soon. Just trying to finish this entrance. It's looking a bit strange, honestly. Try smoothing it out. I need to make like a voxel slope tool. That'd probably be great. Let's do this. It's 207. New Yorker, I see. Doing good. Nice, nice. Have you done the B and the D trains? When was the last B train episode? The B is cooked. The D is cooked right now. Gonna be honest. It's actually in the plans, so if we get through the 1 by the end of the summer, it is in the plans, but, well, it was. The Q is kind of more in the plans now. But yeah, it's kind of, the D's kind of cooked right now, I'm gonna be honest. I wanted to do Grand Street just when the R211 hit service, but the hype's kind of died down. I don't really want to do a single station. I do kind of want to do 6th Avenue though. But I feel like that would take a lot of time to do. I'm trying to make this like look better. The B, we have Central Park West part of it. I should finish Central Park West, honestly. I just want to finish the Broadway branch on the 1 first before I do anything else. Rough. Damn. I'd love to see you do Smith 9th Street in the future. That'd be so cool. It would, it would. If you added a 9 train to the 1 line. There was a 9 train video recently, actually. The Times Square video had 9 trains in it. I'm gonna check that out. Times Square V fanning. It's from April, 3 months ago. You can see 9 trains in the video. There's even an NTT 9 train in the video as well. It is Times Square, I think 2001 or 2002. You can see that there. Just get that. Feel like that's better. Was that the premiere? Nice, nice. Yeah, pretty tired. Probably gonna end this soon. I was actually, it's funny that you mentioned Smith 9th Street because I was like looking at the roads. Where is it? Oh yeah, here. And I was like, I could probably get to Bergen Street pretty easily on the F. I just don't want to start like another like isolated pocket. I want like a connection to Brooklyn before we proceed with it. And at this point, it's probably gonna want, I don't know. Like, I don't know what's gonna reach Brooklyn first. I feel like the best course of action would be to go like, I don't even know. Be like via the Q. I feel like that's how I would do it. Or it'd be via the 2 and 4. Something like that. Or if I did 6th Avenue, then it could be the F to get there. But I want like a main line. I want the main like Midtown lines to get built. Honestly, because I feel like it's weird to build in Brooklyn if you don't have like the core of Manhattan built up. That's the thing. Okay, that's a lot of lag there. It just feels like weird to me to do that. Have you made the 42nd Street shuttle? Not yet. We only just got the ability. We only just got the ability to do curved stations without it taking 3,000 years to build. How about you focus on the 1, 2, and 3 and maybe after? Yeah, thinking about it. Thinking about it. Do you work with gamers and streamers? Do you like to see? I'm good. Any other questions before I end the stream? I'm about to end the stream, guys. Just trying to fix this. I mean, it's going to be angled, so it might look better when it's rotated. Like, sometimes that happens. It's also just that side. It's like that. Wonder what happened to R62 Train. He used to be in the streams a lot. I haven't seen him in a while. What's your favorite line? The queue with NTTs. See you in the next stream. Yep. Don't know when the next stream will be. Could be in a few days, could not. I'm gonna be honest. It is kind of getting like annoying to come do streams and then have people crash out because I won't release my models. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see when it is. Why does this feel incomplete? Hold on. What the fuck? It's so weird. Hold on, I'm gonna like add something first. But yeah, it is kind of annoying to come do the streams and then people just like crash out over the models. Like, oh, release the model, stop gatekeeping. Like, I'm allowed to protect my interests. And, you know, I put a lot of work into this. Like, this guy saying, oh, it's not even that hard. Like, you say it's easy. Like I said, if it was so easy, then we'd see more progress, more stuff being done. So it is pretty annoying to have to like babysit these people that will come into the stream and act like this. So I don't know when the next one's gonna be. I only really do it just to chill, but people just seem to want to ask for stuff now, and it is kind of getting old. So we will see. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'm just gonna cover this up and then I'm gonna end the stream. I might stay up and finish these staircases, but I don't know. It's gonna be like 3 a.m. so I might just do it in the morning. And yeah, there we go, much better. Oh, that's that. I'm like, why is that part so tall? Okay, it's pretty cool. All right, guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed and you're new, subscribe, leave a like. I mean, the stream's gonna get unlisted anyway. I usually just unlist the streams, especially when I do rides because I prefer to make videos of those. But yeah, Marble Hill, if you watched this stream, you got to see a preview of Marble Hill. There is a planned V-fanning video at the station. It could be in a couple of days, probably not because I want to have buildings. Like first, and that'd be cooler. Some nice lag spikes there. It could be in a couple of weeks. I don't know. It could be in a couple of months. Hopefully not. Planning to do it soon though. So if you guys enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe. I am WebSoak. I am out. Can you do the R62 train? Yes, one day. Thanks for tuning in. It's fun tuning in. Definitely see me again. Of course. It's crazy because you literally made a mod to deal with these whiners. Exactly.